Hey, what's up everybody? John here with Maniacs Garage. And I'm kind of excited because I'm gonna take off right now to look at a car that I found on Craigslist. That's right here, 30 minutes from my house. So I'm gonna go check it out. And you know, we're considering it for our next project. The 49 Ford is doing good. You know, some of you guys are watching videos, you guys are caught up and know what's happening. We had some damage to the hood and the roof and some other things. We're going to be working on that here in the next couple of videos at some point. And we're also going to be working on the, you know, final tuning that thing. We got connected with a really good tuner, and we're looking forward to that. So we're going to keep bringing that back for you guys, but I got to look for a new project because we need to get started on something different. And I'm going to go look at this car. I'm going to tell you guys more about it on the way. So stay tuned and let's get going. All right, guys, so I'm actually here with Tim, my brother-in-law. He didn't know he was going to be on camera, but he's a fellow believer, but he's also a car guy. So he actually had a really wild 72, right? Chevy Blazer, very heavy modifications on it. In fact, we're going to dig up some pictures and drop them in right here to show you guys. It was a really nicely done vehicle. It was back in the 90s, wasn't it? Yes. Kind of dates us a bit. But anyway, so he's along with me on this ride, and we're gonna go check out this 62 Mercury, what is it? Monterey. So don't really know much of anything about a 62 Mercury Monterey, but we're gonna learn and we're gonna go check it out. And I just really like the size of that car. It's massive. I'm gonna be willing to bet that it's 22 feet long, and I just think it's gonna look really cool. It's got really nice patina, so want to see what it is. It's a even viable deal. So that's it. Okay, we got some cars. See what we got. Ooh, look at that Fairlane. Well, we made it. So this thing is here it is in all its glory, right? 62 Mercury Monterey.
Yes.
Original patina. Look at that.
I think it's had a repaint.
You think it's got a, yeah, okay. Well, still.
It was close. It's the same color.
Still pretty, yeah, you got the nice checkering here. I mean, it's definitely been working at it for a long time.
I figure it's been sitting about 40 years.
40 years sitting, huh?
71, the transmission was rebuilt by Emco, and they had 93,000 on it. And now it's got 99,983 miles.
Still under warranty.
Extended warranty.
And I think you said you got some taillight pieces and such.
We'll go on here.
Wow. Well, that's a big trunk.
I took all this off.
You can take this thing camping.
Yeah.
You can sleep back.
It's like a truck.
Gee, what do you do with it?
It's a truck bed. Oh my goodness. That's like 6 feet long. That is crazy.
That is not fun to try to put that tire in.
Spare tire all the way over there.
Place for a spare tire, man.
Thing's looking pretty good actually in there as far as the floor. You got some taillight pieces that we don't want to mess with too much. Man, I really like the patina on this thing. Windshield's busted. That's kind of a bummer. Don't know how hard it is to get one of those, and that's probably gonna need to be done if we're gonna put it on the road. So on the interior shot, obviously carpet's pulled out, so that's what we're looking at right here, but no rust, you know, that's just some surface rust. There's a little bit of rust right there, right by the gas pedal. I have heard of that. That's kind of the lowest spot in here. But the dash is all here, metal. Love this green. Getting an interior done on this, kind of period correct. With some green and maybe some kind of green and something plaid. Headliner's gone, that's too bad. But that can be redone. So coils on the front. So if my calculations are correct, we can cut one coil. This thing will go down probably a good couple inches right there. Still have ground clearance, so it can be sitting nice and low. There's no rust there. I wonder what it looks like behind that.
So
The moldings are pretty much all here. Not in the greatest shape, but I'm not even gonna do anything to them. I'm just gonna leave them. I really like this patina though. I think I'd like to clear coat that maybe. Yeah, it's original color.
one thing I did on the ignition is I replaced the wire.
So cool, man. It's so big. Such a large car. So sitting for 40 years, huh?
I'd say at least.
So what's the first thing you do to it before you get something like that fired up?
Well, I pulled all, I pulled all the spark plugs out and put transmission fluid in them. Came back the next day, and the engine rotated. So I put a little bit of gas down the carburetor, and it boom, fired right up.
Really?
It was incredible.
And then you've changed the oil since then? Or still the same oil?
No, I changed the oil and put some Marvel Mystery Oil in it.
Okay. Yeah.
So it should be a little thin.
So this was an AC car, huh?
No,
Oh, what's this?
that's just for the heater.
Oh, that's a heater core? It's just bypassed right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know why, but I'm assuming that it leaks.
Gotcha. So this is what they call a Mordor. So it's a four-door. It used to be not very desirable when it came to hot rodding and stuff. But nowadays, having a four-door is almost even more desirable than a two-door because you can put your family in it, you know, you can cruise the thing to a car show, got your family in it, or you can use it as a kind of a daily driver. And some of these cars, you know, they can be used for that. So pretty excited.
As soon as this spot opened up over here, I moved it over there, and now all the work is done, so I moved it over here.
This guy's asking $1,500 for this thing. Like I said, it's a 62 Mercury Monterey. I don't know if that's a good deal or not. I mean, it's pretty hard to buy anything, especially in the 60s, you know, range for that kind of money. Says it starts, but it has a tick, and might have an issue with the transmission, so I don't know. I'll have to think about this one. Let's see if we can get it started. Look, kids, power window. Not wanting to go very easily.
You bought the motor for it? No, it was on the 390. I didn't take the block because I didn't really have a place at the time. And it took me about 2 years. And
So, you said that it starts, right?
oh, fine, yeah.
Yeah, does it start and it like idles or?
Yeah, I just
Yeah?
I have that off because I want to make sure that when I start it, the fluid doesn't stick.
Okay.
Ignition switches did because it was bad.
Sounds good, man. Yeah, I got a little ticky over there.
Little what?
It ticks a little, he said. What do you think the ticking might be? Lifter?
Well, it could be push rod, could be lifter.
Okay.
But you know, as good as it runs, I'd just take it apart, freshen it up, put it back together. Maybe even just the heads.
Okay.
This gentleman obviously took good care of it with all the grease that's on the joints down there, on the front end parts. It was obvious it was greased a lot, so that goes with an oil change being done a lot.
Have you ran it long enough yet to actually have the cooling system work, or not long enough yet to really have that?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's sitting there and it'll keep on idling?
Yep.
Well, as long as you've had it idle since you've had it running? 10 minutes maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay,
Probably not quite 10 minutes.
okay. Looks like the tires hold air.
Well, that tire keeps
Ish.
going low.
And then, so you said that no title comes with a bill of sale.
Correct.
And I've only done one other car with the bill of sale in the past here in Arizona, and what it required was a bond and then do a bonded title.
Right.
Is that what you're also kind of familiar with?
I've never done one here.
Oh, you haven't done it?
But evidently it's not too bad because I've sold maybe 4 trucks that he had, 4 pickup trucks,
Okay, that way.
and people had got no problem with it.
Gotcha. So tell me a little bit about it. So since you've owned some stuff, so a Mercury, obviously it's a Ford, right? So
Correct.
is a Mercury Monterey, like what's the cousin? It's the Ford
Galaxy.
Ford Galaxy.
Yep.
Okay. So basically a 62 Galaxy, very similar.
Right. Yeah.
Little changes I would imagine on it,
Right.
right? So this is a 355?
352.
352
Correct.
cubic inch. And it's a 3-speed automatic back in those days?
Right.
3-speed automatic?
Yeah, they did have a 2-speed if you go back a little bit further.
Now you were
So-
saying that it has something to do with the transmission too, going into gear or moving or something. In the ad, didn't it say something about that?
No, goes
No.
right in.
Oh, there was nothing with the transmission. What was I thinking then? I know you said something about the tick. Tick was there. The freeze plug, that, and then
No brake over there.
what's that? No brake
No
on the.
brake on that front tire, so you have to be pretty careful.
Is it not engaging? It's like
I
stuck.
can't get anything out of it, no fluid out of it.
It's all there, but it's just not
Yeah,
moving. So
not
that
moving.
it's actually that's a drum, right? It's a drum brake on the
Yes.
front. Yeah.
Yes.
Still stops though.
Yeah,
Just,
but if it's the engine's up on high idle, you have to take it out of gear because
'Cause it
you've only
wants to
got one
push.
front brake. It wants to lock up
And the
on
rears
that.
don't do all that much.
Right.
Because of the
Yeah,
proportioning,
it's usually
right?
60-40 braking
Yeah,
power.
right.
And I don't know what condition those brakes are either.
On the back, right.
Right.
And on the brake, it's in park.
It's got dual exhaust.
I'm gonna go put it in reverse. Will the idle come down a little bit in a minute or no?
Just go ahead and put it in gear. Yeah, it's still on fast idle.
Violent.
Feels like it's going to go away, doesn't it? Why don't you go ahead and shut it off? Now, if you want to run it around...
It's too much?
Yeah, I don't want that engine to get overheated.
Yeah.
It's got nothing in it, but if you do, we'll just take it over here and put some water in it.
Okay. So right now it's got no water in that radiator
No. Well, it
because,
only has
because
water...
it's pushing it out.
Yeah, it only has water at the lowest level of the freeze plug.
Gotcha. It's a little red button on the top right. It's got good bones. It technically does start. It's got no power comes on anywhere electrically. Nothing seems to want to work on the dash. So there's definitely electrical. It actually says that the transmission's fine, so I don't know where I got that from, but there's a tick in the motor. And there's some freeze plugs that will need to be changed, so the motor does need to be pulled. The good things about this car is that the body is all here, it's all complete, and it's actually really straight. A couple of small little rust spots back here in the trunk that I can see. Other than that, it's some good surface patina, but it looks solid. There's no dents down the side, roof other side. Hood looks really good. Back bumper's got a couple of good waves in it. Interior's all there. Needs to be redone, but it's not missing pieces. The motor starts, and it went into gear, reverse and drive. Couldn't do much more with it. It's got no water in the engine right now because of the freeze plug. It's leaking out right now, so we don't want to run it too long. I gotta make a decision if I'm gonna drop $1,500 on it right now or not. It looked really cool slammed. Some steelies on it. Shoot, well, you know, we're looking at that Mercury out there, but maybe we're looking at the wrong car, because look at what's inside this shop right here. This is a 240 or a 260?
It's a 280.
A 280.
Yep.
All right, so that tells you how much I know.
1977.
So it's a 280Z. It's a Datsun, except that does not look like a Datsun engine. So I'm actually here with Cody. He owns this car. He doesn't really want to be on the camera, and I don't blame him, because who wants to be on camera? You know, you watch yourself on there. And V8, dude.
V8. Originally it was a 350 Chevy, and it's got a slight stroke and a slight bore, which makes it a 362 cubic inch.
Dude, so what kind of class do you run? What do you do?
It's open, so the stuff I do is open.
class. Okay,
Yeah.
so road racing though.
Road racing,
Right?
yeah.
Thing's tubed, man.
It's got a full roll cage.
How long you been doing this stuff, man? Racing and stuff?
10 years probably.
10 years. And you're running locally here, or you're
So-
going up in Phoenix?
So there is a local track here. It's a small track called Muscleman Honda
Yeah, I
Circuit.
know that track.
And we run out there for mostly test and tune stuff, and we run out in Wilcox at
Oh yeah.
Indy Motorsports Ranch.
Okay. Man, you don't see these anymore.
Sorry about the cooler smell. I cleaned out the cooler box.
That sounds healthy.
Okay.
All right, boys, what's the story here?
Okay, this car was loaded to the brim with stuff. Ammo, spent and unspent. Cigarettes, butts galore. And he smoked them right down to the butt. Of the other things that I found, this Folgers jar. And what is special about this Folgers jar is this has got one of the earliest UPC codes on it. Notice how short it is.
How old is it?
70s, early 70s maybe.
Okay.
So he liked his real Schlitz beer in a real can, and he had every intention of waxing it.
You know, apparently he had too many Schlitzes, though.
Too many Schlitzes.
And he forgot.
Too many Schlitzes, not enough waxing. This is cool, boys and girls. This is a real beer can.
Yeah, a real can, yes.
That's how they used to look.
Whoa.
If you-
It was before my time too, though. Don't worry, it's
If
all
you
right.
go back any further, you actually get to where you had to manually open them with an opener. Okay, now, here we have from Amco Transmissions, March 23rd, 1971, 1962 Mercury, model of the car, serial number of the car, transmission serial number, and let's see here. It has a warranty, and where was, oh,
It's still under warranty, dude.
it has, no, it's only 6 months, but we've got the card.
But the mileage is good.
Here's the mileage. Look at the
Still within
mileage.
warranty.
93,754 miles. It currently has 99,984 miles on it.
Hopefully the transmission still works.
Oh, it does. This is the latest piece I could find, which was a hospital bill. Oops. From
That's why he
19
had to get rid of the car.
from 1977.
Oh,
At
geez.
St. Mary's, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're going to have to look up Mr.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Okay.
All right, cool. Let's
Time
do
to
it.
quit talking.
Let's do it.
All right.
And today is
Second. I guess we'll call this my birthday present.
Nice. So this is another day from the last time that we were here, and new developments in it. So we are actually getting this car. It is going to be our new project for Maniacs. And Jim stepped up this time. He is going to underwrite the project, so how cool is that for me? Very cool. Jim's new project,
this was
62 Mercury Monterey. We are going to, let me get the sun going here. We're going to load this thing on the trailer now. Take it back to the shop. Got our next project. Let's load her up.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Thanks,
Shake
Bob.
on that right there.
All right.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Now what?
Now let's tie it down. Let's go.
Go.
Look at what I found. It's a duster.
Oh, look at that bling. Dude, this thing's got some potential.
That's the attitude right there, boy. All right, guys, so we made it back to the shop. As you can see, uneventful, so that was nice. Car's here. And we can't wait to get started on a new project and take you guys along on a journey. We don't expect it to be as involved as the last project, but I think it's going to be a really fun build nevertheless. Jim's taking the lead on this one, so it's gonna be cool. It's a little more up his alley with some more mechanical stuff that we're gonna do to it. So that's about it for this video. We wanna thank you guys for following us. We had a really nice boost in our viewership and our subscribers. As of recently, a couple of our videos took off. I think it's what's called going viral, I guess. It hit 100,000 views. Actually, it's at 150,000 views now. So go check around on some of those videos. We really appreciate you guys. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the stuff we put out. We try to put out a video a week. Thumbs up, share it with your friends, all that good stuff. So we'll see you guys in the next one.